What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It is time for Marlins franchise episode 5, and you might notice a few different names here. If you're just taking a snapshot look at the team, let's dive in to the remaking of the Marlins. Now, last episode was the draft. The one before that was acquiring Kyle Tucker and the whittling down process of landing on Tucker and, of course, bringing him in. Been pretty busy since then. So let's just get into it. We've got a lot of deals. Let's start with the very next one. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, more info over here. Okay. So, first things first. Well, after Tucker. Second things second, I guess. We brought in Jose Miranda in a big 6-player deal. Actually, might have been 7. Yeah. Oh, no, we gave them some cash to balance it out. So 6-person deal. Jose Miranda, Jorge Cotton, Jorge Alcala coming over to the Marlins for Eliezer Hernandez, Lenwen Diaz, and Christian Rodriguez. Now, Rodriguez, decent power hitting prospect. Not nothing. So I get it, you know. Eliezer, to me though, had to go. I just don't trust him with that home run rate. I don't trust him in real life to be a fantasy asset. I don't trust him in OOTP to be much of an asset outside of like a 5th, 6th starter type. So I figure let's move him. Lenwen Diaz, I mentioned at the outset of this franchise that I do like him. I think he's a good hitter. I like him in real life too. I think he's got some upside, but let's be honest, 25-year-old who's already pretty much locked in at first base could maybe fake it in left. Not really a great fit for a team that's kind of building forward here. Jose Miranda recently called up in real life, so drawing a lot of attention due to that, a name you've probably heard, and probably heard the number one thing about him, which is a little unfair, but it seems to be that he's cousins with Lin-Manuel Miranda. That shouldn't be the number one thing about him. The number one thing about him is that he's a badass player who's now in the majors. You can see he's already gotten some time with us, and you know, he's off to a modest start. I couldn't care less about 27 plate appearances. I'm not worried. Now, I'm eager to see what happens when DJ comes back with his report. Are we getting 50-55 here, which I feel like we could? Or is it a 45-50 and maybe he's not as good as I thought? We'll see. I thought it was worth taking the gamble on Jose Miranda. You see his contact did drop here in June. I think that can be worked on. He's actually been pretty good at the majors, so I'm not sure why he went down, but we'll see. But I felt pretty good about this deal. Jorge Cotton, mostly just a throw-in. Definitely somebody who can be at the back end of our bullpen. Our back end, that usually means like 8th, 9th inning. I mean lower on the priority list. He is out of options, so he's got to be in the majors, but that's okay. And then Jorge Alcala is somebody who I think can be at the back end of our bullpen, and I mean that in the way it's normally meant, which is as an asset, putting out fires, doing big work. Only been in the majors for a little bit this year, just 12 total innings, doing very well so far, but I like the Alcala pickup. Next up, we went to San Francisco, and they were willing to give us Dubon for Birdie, and I had to throw in Luis Baldrís, which again isn't a nothing prospect. I will fully grant that. 18 years old. There's some upside here. Hope I didn't get completely smoked, but pitching is our strength. Now, if I trade all of it, it won't be a strength. I will freely admit that I run the risk here with all these trades of maybe undercutting it. But I mean, I got Alcala back in the last deal. Cotton is part of pitching depth. He's not really some big building prospect, but I'm not really worried about it. And then Dubon is basically a younger Birdie. He's not as fast, but he's a better hitter and I think a better fielder. Well, no, maybe not a better fielder, but like he's a better younger version. 32 versus I think 28. 27. Well, 28. He turns 28 tomorrow in our world here. So that felt obvious. You're going to see that again on another deal where we're basically resetting the cycle on somebody. It's essentially the same player, but several years younger. And that is worth it to me, especially in the state that this team is in. I got another guy in the MLB real life news right now, and that's Taylor Ward, who's been tearing the cover off the ball for the Angels in real life. He was fine for the Angels so far this year, but good hitting profile. I like where he's at. He's off to a fast start with us, with a 112, decent enough start. I don't want to overstate it, but it doesn't matter. The bottom line is it doesn't matter. Fast, slow, whatever. It's so small, it doesn't really matter. I got Cleaver Lopez with him. Just a young prospect. I mean, he's 18 years old, with some potential hit tool. Figure why not get that thrown in. That cost us Brian Anderson, Richard Blyer, and Mario Garcia. Now, Brian Anderson against Taylor Ward. This is exactly what I'm talking about resetting the cycle. And they are essentially the same player, but it's a year different and much cheaper. Now, this isn't multiple years. There was actually another deal. I can't remember who it was for. This, because I did these deals a few days ago. There was another one, and the guy was like 25 or 26, but he was basically another Brian Anderson clone, and it's like, okay, it's setting the cycle back multiple years, but they're not that different. They're not that different, and I quite like Taylor Ward, and I like him in real life. And again, the price comes way down. So only 1 year in age, but $700,000 right now versus $5 million. And oh, they already signed him. Whoa, they love him. Okay, Angels, I see you. You're going for it with BA. I like it. He's good. We took the younger, cheaper route. Slightly younger, but the much cheaper route with Taylor Ward. Blyer, old 35-year-old reliever. No matter how good he is, what good does he really do us? He actually had been having a bad season. Wasn't even too worried about that. I'm looking at the age and thinking he's not part of our next big club. Then Mario Garcia, nothing to really worry about. 23, not terribly developed. Don't really think that hurts us. That just got the deal done so I can get Cleaver as well because his name's Cleaver. I mean, give me a break. Like, I'm not going to do that. Then we traded Avi to Milwaukee where he was, and Miguel Rojas for Rowdy Tellez. Now, this one isn't like, it's not the greatest deal. It's kind of a money dump on Milwaukee, and they probably would be savvy enough to not do this, but they are contending. These are two pieces that ostensibly should be able to help them for, a first base only type of guy in Tellez, first base DH, really DH to be honest. But he's 27. I like the power, and again, we moved Lenwen, Cooper, Brian Anderson. They're all leaving. Oh yeah, Garrett Cooper was. Oh, I skipped the Mitchell White deal. My bad. But anyway, so we got Tellez there. We dumped the money. That was really the big issue there, was just getting out from under that money. We also got Mitch White. Garrett Cooper was gone. That was another reason why Tellez made sense, because Garrett Cooper was already gone. But Sean Armstrong, aged reliever, who wasn't even doing that well. Maybe they can get something out of him. I hope they do. I hope he kills it. Garrett Cooper, solid. But at 31, do we really need him? Like, do we really need what he brings? No. Joey Wendell, same type of thing. 32, making a little cashish. Good player, little spark plug. I like what things that he can do. He was having a rough season. That part didn't even bother me. Just not a fit for where we're at. Jake Walters, whatever. Mediocre. I mean, he's 26. He's organizational filler. For Mitch White, who I love. Huge fan of, again, I went real life heavy here with Miranda, Ward, and White. They all happen to be doing well in OOTP as well, so that helps to go get some of my favorites from real life and bring them into the game here. I just think he's an awesome pitcher. He's got the 45 stamina as well, so he can be in that stopper role, and I think that's where we're going to be looking to use him and get those extra innings, leverage that stamina there, and hope to get a lot of 2-3 inning outings from him. So we'll see how that goes with Mitch White. He's 27, should be good to go. Then, as you can see, we immediately flipped Tellez for a better fit for the team in Kyle Isbell. 2 years younger, strong defensive outfielder. That was, we were red paper clipping this, you know, just kind of flipping it, flipping Tellez around. I like Tellez, he's fine, but not what we absolutely needed. I thought this was a better fit with the backup outfielder, and you'll see when I show the whole team that does indeed make sense. But then I immediately said, you know what, I can make it even better. And I turned Kyle Isbell with Gerard. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Gerard Encarnacion. And we got Taylor Walls, who I thought was, again, red paper clipping it from Tellez to Isbell to Walls. Walls can play infield, outfield. He's much better in the infield, granted, but he can play all of it. Not a terrible hitter, leader, work ethic. Come on. Just made too much sense. And then Heriberto Hernandez isn't too bad either. Humble, decent little hitting profile, just 22 years old. I really liked this deal. Again, Isbell's good. Isbell's good. We gave him something nice. Oh, you know why I think I mainly did this one? Yeah, options. I think Isbell was out of options. Oh, no, he had one left. So maybe I just did it because I liked Walls better. Again, I made these trades a few days ago. So the exact reasoning isn't as fully implanted in my brain as much as it was when I was making the trades. Maybe I should take notes next time. Heriberto 168 on the prospect list. I think we can actually move him up that list, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised. Then we did another dump, money dump, and you know, get some relievers out of here, let them go pitch somewhere else. Although I don't think on a contending team. Oh no, yeah, they're good. That's why I felt this one was okay. If Texas had been in last place, it would have been a little cheesy to just dump 2 expensive relievers on them, even though they would have done it. That would have been a little goofy. But they're doing well, and Floro's awesome. He's been pitching pretty well, good ERA. And then Cole Sulser has been pretty good himself, and you see he's got the high work ethic and intelligence. So again, pretty good relievers for them, and a 5th round pick. We can trade draft picks. I turned that on for Jojo Blackman, who is whatever. Is like not a bad profile at 19, little hitting profile. Maybe we can get something out of it with the good personality class outside of a little bit of greed. By the way, my boa's here. I don't know if you saw, I got that little sneak handoff there from Jen, so that was pretty clutch. I'll be the first person to choke and die on a boba during an OOTP video. That could be fun. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. So those are the trades. It's July 18th. Here's how the team's looking after all the whirlwind movement. Basically, your name has to start with a J or be Taylor, or else you can't be on this team. Now, but we have a lot of J names, and we got 2 Taylors. But we got some other stuff, too. You can have different names and be on the team. I guess we'll allow it. Speaking of popping off in real life, look at Josh Naylor. Now, he's outspoken. He's saying, give me all that smoke. He's saying some dumb shit, maybe, but we'll see. So this is the team now. This is where we're at. I feel good about where the squad is at. I want to see scouting accuracy. Let's get all of our new guys, or even some of our own guys here in Burdick. But let's get these guys fully scouted. Let's see where we're at with them. Let's put the scout to work. And frankly, let's get this season done, because this is a bad season. We're not going anywhere. Let's see what Sixto's up to. Alcala. I know he's on high. I don't know if it's going to change too much to go from high to very high, but let's get there. Let's make sure we're on top of things. Oh, I called up Jake Eater. Yeah, you can see the whole team now. You see Sixto's in there. So let me go to the pitching stats. So yeah, we got Jake Eater in. We've got Sixto, who's been pitching for a little bit and pitching pretty well. We've got a remade bullpen, which, I mean, looks really strong. They've all been pitching pretty well this year. I think our bullpen, yeah, it's our only good thing right now. Well, our starting isn't bad. I shouldn't say only good thing. Pitching is our only good thing. But yeah, let's get to the end of this season. There's no real reason to drag this out. I'm not going to make any more moves. I feel pretty good about what we've done. It's a lot of moves, a lot of shuffling. I don't want to just flip the entire team, though. And I don't want to have to get rid... And I'm not trying to get rid of every single bad contract we have. I'm going to keep the Soler one right now. It was basically between Soler and Avi. I was like, I'll trade one of them. But I'm not going to trade both. I'm going to stick with them. You know, kind of see it out. Maybe we can get a good Soler here. And, you know, 15 won't kill us. We're only going up about 14 mil. We really cut the money down. Did really well there to get a lot of the contracts out of here. So that much is good. I want to have something, you know, I want to be able to maybe do something next year as far as adding some pieces. So let's go to, well, let's go to, they're going to stop us at the All-Star game, so let's just get that done. Jesus Sanchez is back. That's probably bad news for Peyton Burdick and his one plate appearance, I would guess, right? We have 5 billion outfielders, except Taylor Ward and Dubon can play elsewhere, and Josh Naylor plays first. So it's like they're not all just outfielders, you know? So, oh, we're short a player. Oh, crap. I'm an idiot. We need another pitcher. Do we have anybody lingering? Is it Max Meyer time? But who would he kick out is the question, right? I don't know. I don't know that it's time to do that. I kind of want to just... We'll just call Bender back up. I mean, I don't want Meyer to like languish either. He's livid. He thinks he should be in the majors. Well, shit. Maybe he's right. Borderline starter my ass, dude. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous take. All right, Bender. Psych. Such a dick thing to do. I wonder if they get pissed on that. I mean, they have personalities and everything, so I wouldn't be surprised if that like really screws you when you do that. And now he's just gonna be wrecked, being like, "Oh, I thought I was getting called up." All right, let's see what they do here. All right, he brought Mitch White in. LOL. Took Eater, Luzardo, and Jarrell Cotton. Bro, you're a clown. You're an absolute clown, and you're not much better. Get out of here. These are ridiculous decisions. Clown shoes type of deal here. All right, you know what? He wasn't great. Jesus Luzardo wasn't great. I can get behind that. Hang on, let's do Rosen's bullpen. Okay, he's got Mitch White in the closer, but I'm gonna do stopper. That's what we've been doing, and he can close, and he can close too. He being Luzardo. Use more often. I don't know about using Jarrell Cotton more often. I like Jarrell Cotton. Like, I was a big fan of his in Oakland, but I don't know about use more often. Like, he doesn't really have the skills to merit all of that. You know? Let's be careful with all of that. I'll let anybody close, man. I'm down for anybody to be messing around being closer. What's Tanner Scott doing against righties this year? Oh, he's simply beasting and feasting on them. So let's not just limit him. He can also close. I wouldn't even be averse to it. You know what? Let's do secondary stopper for Luzardo. They got Pop, avoid high leverage. Why? Pop's killing it. Nah, don't put avoid high leverage. You're tripping. Maybe I had that. Although I asked them to redo it, so no. I don't think I did that. I think I did that for Bender at some point this year, but I don't recall that being any time recently. I feel like when they're, I don't know about this year's game, but in previous years, I feel like when they're in the long relief role, sometimes they get used too often. When that's really supposed to be like a mop-up type of thing, you know? And sometimes that annoys the hell out of me. And I don't want to be annoyed. So, but yeah, we got a lot of interchangeable roles here. Okert can get specialist up in here. All right, that's what we're looking at here. Team's looking right. Let's see what we can do. If we can salvage anything here. I mean, we got Boba. We got a fresh new team with like a million new players. Like, let's just see. Let's just see how it goes. Let's check the email real quick. All-star roster. We got nobody. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was looking in the American League for AUS, which is my Austin Armadillos. I'm a doofus. Miami, Trevor Rogers, Zach Pop. Avoid high leverage with him apparently, and probably no hitters. Let's be real. Yeah, no hitters. Okay, we got 2. That's all right. Better than nothing. And then the futures. We got Max Meyer, Yuri Perez. Just those 2. All right, so 2 on each. We'll take it. We're not greedy. Let's go to... I mean, they're going to stop us at the trade deadline. We're not going to make any more trades, though. Unless something hot comes across, we're not going to go seek anything else out. This could be something. I like Gavin Sheets. Except he's outspoken. And we've already got that with Josh Naylor. And frankly, he kind of is a Josh Naylor type. And I'd rather keep Poti. Not that he's like special or anything, but Dax Fulton. We'll keep the 2 pitchers. It's not a bad offer, okay? Let me just say, not a bad offer. Don't want it though. Don't want it. We have no draftees to negotiate with. We're looking clean on all that. Can we get to roster expansion? Oh, you say Kikuchi's throwing a no-hitter into the 6th? Dang. Or through 5, I guess. Because it's top of the 6th and they're on the road, so he hasn't pitched yet. Franklin De La Paz. I mean, that control is never going to come through. So... For who? For Tanner Scott? Come on. I mean, if he was like 32, I could see something like that. But frankly, Tanner Scott could be part of our next good team. If it happens in the next 2-3 years, I mean, I'm hoping. So yeah, that's a no-go. That's a no-go for launch. Come on, Mauricio Dubon. No. That's a bummer. How are people doing down here? I will bring up Burdick again. He gets another call. Let's see who gets the playing time. Let's see how different these lineups are. Oh yeah, I like Kyle Tucker batting too. Rosen wins. All right. Trade deadline. Okay, we're through that. Let's get to roster expansion. Let's try to get out of the cellar. That'd be hot, right? Like that's like the goal that we're going for right now. Just actually, to be honest, we kind of want to bottom out and just get a good pick. Now, I'm not going to purposely make the team bad and like play a bunch of terrible players or anything. But this is our number 1 pick, by the way, Corbin Dickerson. I'm not going to cry if the Pirates pass us. Or maybe the Diamondbacks get real hot and pass us. Oh, darn. You know? If we play well, I'm going to be happy with that. It's a win-win. If we play well, I'm going to be pleased with how that's progressing. if we get diced up a bit and things don't get any better, and this is just a bottom out season all through and through, so be it. We'll live. Brendan Rodgers still leading the league, by the way, in hitting. You know, that's just batting average, but he's also got the most runs batted in, which is indicative of his team doing well. How's he doing in overall OPS? I mean, he's a 152 WRC plus, so like, I like to push back when people say, you know, batting champion. That's such a lofty title for having the highest batting average. Like, you did something great. I'm not sitting here saying like having the batting average title isn't awesome and inherently good. Just the impact of the language, batting champion. Give me the guy, even if as flawed of a stat as OPS is, I'd rather take the OPS leader and call him batting champion. I think that would be more earned than what we're doing here. Oh wait, whoa! We took out Josh Naylor. I don't know about all of that. Rosen, I thought I liked you, but now I'm a little suspect, my guy. You know what? We'll just tighten this up a little bit. We'll get him playing in there a decent bit. Oh, damn. Taylor Ward's been horrendous for us. That's tough. I'll put him every fourth there. I think we can do that. I mean, let's be honest. It doesn't matter that much with this season. This is not some grand season that needs to be saved. You know? I'll make him emergency SP. You know, how's he been doing as a reliever? Let me see. Has he had enough? 17 innings. He is a good bit better. Luzardo is a good bit better as a reliever. Sorry, I know some people probably don't watch the screen as I do this. So saying him and he and his, like, that's not very helpful. I'm sorry. I'll use names. It's something I'm very mindful of on my podcast, but I got to be more mindful of it here because I know people probably dual screen. I know I watch a lot of OOTP chises, and I've got it on the second screen. So if they're not describing things, I can be falling in and out of knowing what's going on. So Max Meyer, you wanted to be called up so badly, and now you're all freaking happy. But, you know, team record got you very unhappy, but your performance only has you unhappy. Why don't you look in the mirror, Max? Oh, and make a movie. Bars. That was so stupid. David Bryant, who the hell is this? Oh, you know what? He's probably just a draft list guy. Yep. I was like, why are we getting news on him? I mean, good for him having 5 hits. Damn, he's got 5 hits twice already. He was just drafted? 17th rounder, got 2 5-hit games already. Chill. Chill, David Bryant. All right, 40 and 69. That's pretty nice. Let's get to September. Oh, geez. Oh, I forgot about Dubon. My bad. That one's on me. Our hitting is so horrendous. It is so bad. All right, Dubon's back. I think I'm just going to manually do it. I don't want to reset everything. We'll get Dubon as the backup outfielder in left and center. He can play every 5th game. And honestly, just when De La Cruz is tired. Against lefties, we'll actually start him in center. Dubon over Sanchez, because Sanchez has a 66 WRC plus against lefties. Small sample, I know, but like his ratings are worse against lefties too. Not that much though. You know what? I'm gonna make sure he still plays. I don't want him to just completely never play against lefties and then stagnate entirely. We don't want that, do we? Okay. We continue forward. Roster expansion, just a couple weeks away. Let's go. We are 20 back. Jesus Sanchez, 2 weeks, moderate effect. You know we're IL and something like that. Just play it safe over sorry. Hey, Peyton Burdick. Isn't there a limit on how many times you can be called up in a year? We're going to test that with old PB here. Oh, he's only been optioned twice. We're golden. I think it's like 5 or 6 times. It's the Mitch White, Edward Olivares rule. All right, Dubon, looks like you might be starting here. Dubon. Bon. Peyton Burdick, you can be backing up here and here. Come on, Naylor. I stuck my neck out for you. I wish he was playing better. I wish anybody was. We have... Kyle Tucker's the only guy with a WRC plus north of 100. A league average batter better. De La Cruz is close. Soler, Naylor, Ward aren't terribly far off at 98 through 90. But, it's bleak, y'all. It is bleak. Oh, we reached expansion. Cool. What other badass hitters can we call up? We're just flush with amazing bats. Who's Marcus Chu? Oh, he's big mad. I don't even know who you are, man. I didn't sign you. What are you so angry about? Sheesh. He came up from Jupiter to AAA. Okay, at 25, that makes some sense. Shoot, dude. I think we're not full on the 40. Yeah, I'll call him up. Fine. I just don't want to be so angry. Why are you so mad, bud? Promote 1 hitter and 1 pitcher. And we'll do Jeff Brigham. All right. Final month in this hellscape of a season. It's been rough, y'all. Max Meyer, are you improving? I mean, your ERA is lower, but, you know, are we really taking steps forward here? Not really. Now, like, my question, though, is, are we risking stunting his growth in any capacity here? I wonder if, by the way, it looks like Luzardo is really taken to the relief role. Unsurprisingly, right? His stuff amps up, etc., etc. It makes sense. It's an easy path to that. Tell you what, I'm going to switch him. Try to get Max Meyer on a high note here. Use more often. I will allow him in that stopper role. Let's see how he does in that sort of situation. And maybe can end the season on a high note. That's kind of my thinking here. Got a bunch of emails. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to clear this short list because these are all draft guys, and I do not want all these freaking emails, dude. That's gonna drive me nuts. Kind of already is. Yeah, I'll make sure to do that. Actually, I'll probably take like 10 more times of getting these emails to remember. But eventually, you do that to me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more times, and I will start to make changes. This is our own guy, so that's fine. Cool. Draft pick sign deadline, we don't need that. We got everyone locked up. Knew it. Jesus Sanchez not recovering. That's 3 more emails. Oh, Dylan Carlson. So He is on a short list, but it's a wish list, short list. So that one's okay. That's just some of my like ideal players that if I could get them, that'd be hot. You know, that type of deal. So default short list here. Damn, a bunch of guys not drafted? Or did they not sign? Was not drafted and joined LSU. Oh, they might have been like impossibles or something to that effect as well. Wait, this guy's 29? Why is he on our short list? Samuel Mendez was not drafted. He joined Washington at age 29. The hell? I'm sorry, what? All right, well, let's take all these peeps. Boom. All the batters. I wonder if any of these unsigned guys are goons. RJ Austin, where'd you go to school? Okay, oh, failed to sign. Okay, yeah, so some of them are failed signees. Doesn't matter, not what we're here for right now. Boom, remove there. Bing, bang, bong. All right, let's get to the end of this season. Jazz has 29 steals. That's cool. Looks like Alberto Mondesi stayed healthy in some capacity. He has 56 steals. Although for him, that can be like 80 games. That might be all he really needs. Jose Devers, murked. He can play through that. It's the end of the year. Like, normally, you guys know I'd put him on the IL there, but at this point in the season, like, let's just grind out the finish here. Let's get Peyton Burdick the freak out of here. And you guys can do whatever you want with the lineup for the rest of the season. Oh, they completely changed it. Now, what do you think? You guys can't agree on much, huh? Fine. That one wins. I don't even really know why. Oh, Taylor Ward's nicked. Oh, one day. All good. All good. All right. Finish line is in sight. We are officially eliminated. Huge surprise. Excuse me. So, okay, when we get here. Oh, Mitch White gets nicked. Why? All he's doing is beasting and feasting. And we're dropping him? All right, Jazz's contact goes up. We like that. Speed drops, unfortunately. Defense goes down. So does his overall. Okay, not the end of the world there. Blade down, though. Edward Cabrera down. Sanchez up. Chris Wall, damn. Oh, wait, why'd he get stuck at AA? I don't like that. He should have gone straight to AAA. That's my fault. And frankly, he should maybe be in the majors already. But that's neither here nor there right now. Injury forces Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth's on the wish list, too. He's one of my faves. So, if down the road we could somehow get him, that'd be cool. Is that it? Is that the end of the year? No, regular season ends on the 5th. Let's get to that point. It's completely finished. Dude, stop. All right, it's done. Vinny Pasquantino. He's on the wish list too, man. He's such a stud. I'm excited for him in real life too. I hope he gets a shot this year. All right, let's see how it all finished out. All right, Stephen Kwan hit 320 in the American League. Brendan Rodgers hit 333 in the National. 48 homers for Patrick Wisdom. They just let him play every day. 48 homers, 99 ribs. That speaks to his god-awful batting average and Cubs ineptitude. Oh, actually, no, they were 87 and 74. It really is just him then. That's on Wisdom then. The team was pretty decent. You got to get 100 ribbies with 48 homers. You just gotta. 51 yaks for Giancarlo. He's a beast. He got 105 ribs. He had a damn fine season. Another 4-5 win type year, 4.5. You know, straddling that line there. We'll round up for him. We'll call it a 5-winner. 126 ribs for Matty O. Welcome to Atlanta. God tier. 6 WAR season. Gross. Ohtani 129. That is nuts. He goes 45-129 with 19 steals. Only a 226 average. Who cares? Oh, amazing play by Yelich in real life just now. Atta baby. And then he continues to pitch extremely well too. 170 2/3. If he doesn't win the MVP, I mean, I don't understand how he could not. Every year that he does this, he's the MVP. It's not even close. By the way, I think there were like 10 games left when I pointed out that Mondesi had 51 steals and he has 62. Now, he did stay healthy and have a hell of a season. This is what the fantasy folks dream on when we take him. This would be magic. It's never happening, unfortunately. He lapped the field quite literally. 34 for Mullins, 30 for Brujan behind Mondesi, and then 43, 32, 31. Kansas City, wait, what, dude? I'm sorry, what? Wait a minute. Also, Kansas City. Oh, wait. So he stole 31 in the National League, just in the National League, and that was enough to still slot third? That's hilarious. He stole 31. Gerard Dyson stole 31 bases in 80 games with the Rockies. Goes over to KC, almost never plays, and that was still enough to take third. That's hilarious. That is so Colorado to play him for even 80 games. Even 80 games, 355 plate appearances, it's so Colorado to do that. That is like the most Colorado. 1026 OPS for Vlad Jr. 1102 for Soto. Gross. 8-win season for him. We'll round up, give it 8 for Vlad as well. Bassett, 2.99 ERA with St. Louis. Word. Wow, a couple catchers go to the Mets. They trade Bassett mid-season for Ivan Herrera and Pedro Pages. Not a very good catcher. Wow. Okay, Nick Lodolo, 311 in his rookie year, 319 for Peralta. In the American League, it was Boz with a 301. No shot Boz would get 194 2/3 this year, even if he had stayed healthy. Absolutely no shot. It's cool, though. I like that he's beasting out. I love him, man. I hope he gets back healthy soon. I don't think he's going to start much this year when he does come back. Adam Aller, speaking of the Mets, this is part of the, oh God, what is it? Marte was free agent. How'd they get him? Oh, the Bassett deal. It was connected to the other deal. I had it right there, and I fumbled it. That's brutal. It was connected to the other trade that we just talked about. I mean, indirectly, but the guy who was traded. I'm a doofus. Brandon Woodruff, 273 strikeouts, 270 for Cole, 37 saves for Barlow, 43 for Giovanni. Man, if this happened, this is my guy. I'm a big Giovanni fan. Promoted him big time for fantasy this year. I feel good about it. Like, he's still the closer and everything, but I don't think he's getting 43 saves. There aren't that many guys that get 43 saves anymore. It's like there's just not that many guys who are the unquestioned, unchallenged guy, you know? And that's really the deal. So, all right, that's the season. Pennant chase. Oh wait, do we have a 163 in limbo here? No, why does it say pennant chase? Isn't the regular season over? Oh, I have to do the playoffs begin, I think. Let's do that. Let's do playoffs begin and see where everybody's at. I don't know if there was another game. I don't think so. Here's the tree. All right, so we have Twins in Tampa in one wild card game. Rangers Angels. No Houston. Wow. And KC is waiting for them. Of course, a Mondesi staying healthy all year is going to be a big win, and then they got a bunch of other stuff around it. Maybe I should have noticed seeing Mondesi there. We saw Pasquantino earlier because we got a report for him. We saw Barlow leading in saves. I mean, I guess those three isolated things aren't enough to make me think that they were doing well, but okay. And then Toronto's waiting for the Minnesota-Tampa Bay winner. Milwaukee-San Diego against the Cubs-Dodgers, and then Cubs-Dodgers, excuse me. Braves waiting for Cubs-Dodgers winner. Cardinals waiting for Brewers-Padres winner. So, next time out, we'll do the playoffs, or the playoffs will be done. We'll be into the off season. I'm going to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it with the off season. I'll probably do the off season and review and show y'all. I don't know if this is going to necessarily be an interactive one, this first one here where I solicit thoughts from y'all. If I do, it'll be in the Discord, just as I'm kind of doing it. But we got to see where our finances are at, what we can possibly afford. We're going to continue to hammer the hitting. That is what we would look to pick up right now, I think. I'm not exactly sure where, but just kind of taking an end of season stock of the squad. You put Chu off to the side because he was 2 for 5 with a homer. So, I mean, great 285 WRC plus. Not quite sure it counts for what we're looking at here. But we did end up with 3 guys above average. Tucker was joined by Soler at 103 and Jose Devers at a 101 WRC plus. Jesus Sanchez was close at 96. Josh Naylor, 92. Taylor Ward, Jose Miranda, a couple of new acquisitions at 86. Miranda, not quite as good as we'd hoped. I've seen some sims where he's like 60, 70 on the contact and avoid case. We got a 45 version, and that's just going to be a good bit lesser. Maybe we can train him up a little bit, though. Maybe this is a little bit more malleable than we realize. We'll see how it goes. I wonder what he looks like at first base. Just to artificially inflate his... Oh, it doesn't even move it. I just wasn't sure with the defense. The plate profile, or the batting profile, obviously matters too. He's a 35 at second. 30/35. Gross. 40/40 at third. I don't know. Oh well. I was hoping he'd be better. We'll see. There's still time. He's 24 years old. Brian De La Cruz was an 84. That wasn't very good. Stallings is only here for defense, so anything he can do with the bat is like huge. Like, he didn't, but in any season that he does, that will be huge. He was still worth half a win because his defense is so good, and that's what we love about him. And then Jazz. I mean, Jazz had a disastrous season. I'm actually kind of nervous about what this might do. I've contemplated trading Jazz, but like the whole point was to get the pitching staff and Jazz as a team. What the hell am I doing? I accidentally clicking everywhere. I don't want to do that. It's not a profile I like with the avoid Ks, but I want to ride it out. I want to keep Jazz and still work things around him and Tucker. So we'll do the off season. We'll get everything situated for 2023. And maybe we'll even be a bit into 2023 next episode. But thank y'all so much for watching. And appreciate hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe. Got plenty more coming. Very much looking forward to getting 2-3 years down the road here with this team as we start to put our stamp on this ball club and hopefully turn them into a bit of a powerhouse. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.